Welcome everybody to another video. I'm Chef Mike, and this is Southern Soul Cafe, where we put the soul in your bowl. Today we're going to be doing oh shoot. Welcome everybody. This is Chef Mike. I'm the owner and operator of Southern Soul Cafe, where we put the soul in your bowl. Welcome to another video, and today we're going to be doing chicken pot pie. Another pretty simple dish. You can make it however you want it. This just happens to be my version of it. All right, so let's get right into it. All right, so we're going to start by heating up our oven to 350. So it'll take us about 6 minutes to do that. In the meantime, we're going to take our pie crust. No, I didn't make it. I bought it. I'm cheap. That's all good. If you desire to make it, kudos to you. But I don't have that kind of time. So what I do, I take my pie crust and I unroll it. You get it from your local supermarket, and it usually looks just like this. Flour it out on your counter, and because my pan is rectangle, that's kind of how I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna roll it out to a rectangular shape. So I'm rolling it out so that it fits my pan. That's all I'm doing. That's all this is. Okay? Nothing special about it. And another reason why I'm rolling it out is because as it cooks, it's going to shrink. So you want to cover as much of that pan as possible. Okay? So that's it. Just roll it out. Okay? Roll it out. All right. Now, once you get to that desired point, or however you want it, you want to take it and put it in your pan. I've already put a little bit of non-stick cooking spray in it. So now all I'm doing is laying it out. Okay? Just laying it out there. Alright? I mean, this ain't rocket science, nor can just anybody do this. So once you got your pie crust laid out, you want to put him in the oven for a few minutes. To what you want to par bake. You want to par bake it. Because if not, it's just going to end up being doughy, and that's just not good for anyone. Okay? So Alright, now once you got it laid out, you want to take a fork. You want to punch holes in it. Because if not, it's going to give you, it's going to blow up like a balloon. And the presentation for that is going to end up being horrible. You're going to be upset, your guests will be upset, and all that stuff. Okay? So, like I said, all we're doing is just punching some air holes in it, so when it does cook, it retains its shape pretty much. Okay? So, that's that. That's your bottom. That's your bottom crust in a nutshell. That's all that is. Okay? Alright, so next up, we're going to start sauteing our veggies and our aromatics. Okay? So we turn that oven on, that stove on right there. And get you a little bit of butter. A little bit of butter, put down in that pan. Okay. That tells me it's time to put that. Tells me it's time to put the pie crust in the oven. Okay. And all we want to do, like I said, is par cook it 3 or 4 minutes. So. You're going to set it for 5 minutes. That's it. Alright? Now, so we got our butter in here. And in this bowl here, I've got red onion, green pepper, and celery. Also known as the Trinity. We're going to saute those guys. And while we're waiting on that to get hot, we're going to season up our chicken with a little bit of rosemary. Okay. I like to season up my my chicken pretty well. Hit it with a little bit of Creole seasoning. That's one of my favorite seasonings to go to. Okay. You can use it just like salt and pepper. All right. Then I'm gonna hit it with some cracked black pepper. That cracked black pepper, that's beautiful, because you don't really start getting you don't really get the effect of this until you start cracking it. You leave those peppercorns whole, and then you retain that flavor. Unlike ground pepper that's already been ground up and most of that flavor is gone. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of thyme leaf. And just a little bit of Italian seasoning. Okay. Add a little bit more of that. Okay. Hit it with a little bit of basil. Oh yeah, I want it to smell up the house. That's exactly what it's gonna do. Okay. Now, last two ingredients. Onion powder. A little bit of garlic powder. Okay. Now, just about ready to drop these. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Those onions and peppers they're gonna saute down a little bit. All right, it's already smelling. Already smelling. Okay. And I'm gonna add, this is just me, I'm gonna add just a little bit of minced garlic. You can do it how you want. This is my show. I can do what I want. Okay? Now you mix all of that together. Alright? While you're waiting on your pie crust to cook up, and you're waiting on your aromatics to start coming together. Alright? Now, that's just gonna give it a few minutes to for those seasonings to get down in that chicken. Alright? So, while that's sitting, I'm gonna wash my hands a little bit. See how these veggies are doing. Alright. Now while these are sauteing, okay, well that tells me it's time for our, that's perfect. That's perfect right there. Okay. Okay. We're gonna get it back at 350. Actually, we're going to kick it up to 375. Okay? So while the onions and peppers are doing their thing, while your Trinity's cooking, we're going to add a couple of bay leaves. Y'all know about bay leaves. Grandma used to use these all the time. I still do. I believe in them. Because they do come with a flavor. They do impart a certain flavor into your foods. Alright? So you let that cook down for a few minutes. And all we're trying to do really is let our Trinity get soft. Because we still got plenty of more cooking to do. Okay? Now, what I want to do is add just a touch of olive oil. Because we're going to make a roux to thicken this up. Okay? Alright, so just take a little bit of olive oil. Okay. Remember, that's butter in there too. So don't worry about it. It's gonna come out. Okay. So just about now, my my Trinity is softening up. So what I think I'm gonna do right about now is go ahead and add my chicken and let it start cooking. Okay, folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Gonna let this chicken cook, and we'll get back at you in a couple of minutes. All right. Okay, everyone, we're back, and the chicken is just about sautéed down. So next, we're gonna add a little bit of flavor. A couple of actually, I'll take that back. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna create our roux. We're gonna take about 2 to 3 tablespoons of flour. I'll make about 3.5. Okay. And mix it in. So you'll let that raw flavor, that raw flour flavor cook out, which only take about 2 or 3 minutes to do. And you can already see it starting to get thick. Okay? All we're doing is cooking that flour taste up. And as we cook it out, it'll give, it'll start imparting the color in there. All right. So we're going to want to start getting the top part of our pie crust ready, because believe it or not, we aren't too terribly far from being done. So we'll get this thing ready. Okay, now that we got that all squared away, we're going to add, like I said, 2 to 3 chicken bouillon cubes. Add a little, and impart some flavor in here. I think we might add 1 more just to be on the safe side. Yeah, we're going to add 1 more just to be on the safe side. Okay. And next, we're going to add our veggies. And this is just about one of the last things that we got to do. Okay. Okay. Now, all we doing now is adding some water and letting it cook down. Okay. Now, since we got that roux in there, it's gonna thicken up now. Oh, I guarantee you, it's gonna thicken up, and all those flavors gonna come together. Yes, they will. And we gonna have us a hell of a pot pie. You know, it don't really look like nothing, too much of nothing right now. It doesn't. But, you give it a few minutes and let all those flavors and ingredients come together, and oh my God. Now, at this point, I'm gonna give it a little taste, just to see where we are flavor-wise. Oh man, I don't think you need too much of nothing else. You know, just let it cook for a few minutes, let it thicken up, and we'll be ready for the oven. Okay? So turn that up just a tad, and we're gonna get, like I said, we're gonna get the rest of this top pie crust ready. And put that top on there and let it saute. We'll be right back with you. Okay, everyone. The pot pie the filling has been cooking for about 15-20 minutes now. And as you can see, it's starting to thicken up. You know, I added another bouillon cube and a little bit more roux, because what we're getting ready to do is pop it in the oven, and it's gonna cook and it's gonna thicken up while it's in the oven. Okay? But I don't want it to be too thin. Alright? So, and like I said, we've got a top pie crust ready to go. So it's just about time to get it in that pan and get it in the oven. Okay? So what we do is turn that oven off. Turn the stove off. And we're going to take it and dump it right inside of here. Okay. Careful not to let, yep. Yep. Careful not to let it spill over too much, because it's probably going to do that anyway. Alright. So, we got that. Now I'm going to try to get the rest of this right on top. There we go. Okay. So now, all we got to do is put this top on here. Make it look nice. And pop it in the oven. And so here's what we're gonna do. Take a pie crust right there and fold it over the top. try to get it as close as possible, but this stuff is hot. Okay? So, and this doesn't have to be precise. Just get it in there. Okay? Just get that crust on top. Alright? Now for the other side, same thing. Just get it in there. Now, to keep from having a mess in my oven, I'm gonna put this pan inside another pan. Okay? Because I know it's gonna spill over. So we're gonna pop it in the oven for about 25 minutes. And we'll be right back with you to plate it up. Alright? Be right back. Okay everyone, we're back. The pot pie has been cooking for about 25 minutes. And I put them under the broiler for about 2 minutes just to brown the top of that crust. Alright? So now we're gonna plate him up. See what it looks like. Okay? Oh man. It's got that flaky crust. It's got that filling. And that is a pot pie made from Southern Soul. Guys, if you like this video, give us a big thumbs up, share, subscribe, and again, like I said, give us some suggestions. Give us some suggestions on what you'd like to see us make in the future. I'm Chef Mike, and I'm the owner and operator of Southern Soul Cafe. All right, thanks for tuning in. Peace.